Today our topic is why wisdom is the most important virtue. Wisdom is often seen as the highest form of human achievement. It is not just about knowing a lot of things, but about understanding life, making good choices, and living in a way that brings peace and fulfillment. Wisdom is the ability to see what truly matters, to learn from experiences, and to apply that knowledge in a way that improves your life and the lives of others. It is not something you are born with. It is something you develop over time through reflection, learning, and practice. Wisdom is not just about intelligence or knowledge, but about how you use that knowledge to navigate the complexities of life. One of the reasons wisdom is so important is that it helps us make better decisions. Life is full of choices, and every choice we make has consequences. Without wisdom, we may make decisions based on emotions, impulses, or short-term gains, which can lead to regret and suffering. Wisdom allows us to step back, think clearly, and consider the long-term effects of our actions. It helps us see the bigger picture and make choices that align with our values and goals. For example, a wise person might choose to save money instead of spending it on unnecessary things, knowing that financial security will bring greater peace of mind in the future. Wisdom also helps us avoid harmful behaviors, such as lying, cheating, or harming others, because we understand the negative impact these actions can have on ourselves and those around us. Another reason wisdom is important is that it helps us deal with challenges and adversity. Life is not always easy. We all face difficulties, setbacks, and disappointments. Wisdom teaches us how to handle these situations with grace and resilience. Instead of reacting with anger, fear, or despair, a wise person remains calm and composed, seeking solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. Wisdom helps us understand that challenges are a natural part of life, and that they often provide opportunities for growth and learning. For example, if you lose your job, a wise person might see it as a chance to explore new career paths or develop new skills rather than viewing it as a personal failure. Wisdom also helps us accept things we cannot change and focus our energy on what we can control, which is a key principle of Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of wisdom, self-control, and inner peace. It teaches us that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. This is where wisdom comes in. A wise person understands that happiness and peace come from within, not from external circumstances. They do not rely on material possessions, fame, or the approval of others to feel fulfilled. They focus on developing their character, cultivating virtues like courage, justice, and temperance, and living in harmony with nature. Stoicism also teaches us to accept the impermanence of life and to appreciate the present moment. A wise person knows that everything in life is temporary, including both good and bad times, and they do not become overly attached to anything. This mindset helps them stay grounded and content, no matter what life throws at them. Wisdom also plays a crucial role in our relationships with others. It helps us communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and build strong, meaningful connections. A wise person understands that everyone is different and that it is important to respect and appreciate those differences. They listen more than they speak, seeking to understand rather than to be understood. They are empathetic and compassionate, recognizing that everyone is struggling with their own challenges and insecurities. Wisdom also helps us forgive others and let go of grudges, understanding that holding on to anger and resentment only harms ourselves. By treating others with kindness and respect, a wise person creates a positive environment that fosters trust, cooperation, and mutual support. In addition to improving our relationships with others, wisdom also enhances our relationship with ourselves. It helps us develop self-awareness, which is the ability to understand our own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth and self-improvement. Without it, we may continue to repeat the same mistakes and remain stuck in unhealthy patterns. Wisdom allows us to reflect on our actions, learn from our mistakes, and make better choices in the future. It also helps us set realistic goals and pursue them with determination and perseverance. A wise person knows that success is not achieved overnight, but through consistent effort and patience. They do not give up when faced with obstacles, but instead, they use those obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow. Wisdom also helps us find meaning and purpose in life. Many people spend their lives chasing after money, status, or pleasure, only to find that these things do not bring lasting happiness. A wise person understands that true fulfillment comes from living a life of purpose and contributing to something greater than themselves. They seek to make a positive impact on the world, whether through their work, their relationships, or their community. Wisdom helps us identify our strengths and passions and use them in a way that benefits others. It also helps us stay focused on what truly matters, rather than getting caught up in trivial distractions. By living a life guided by wisdom, we can find a deep sense of satisfaction and contentment, knowing that we are living in alignment with our values and making a difference in the world. Another important aspect of wisdom is its role in helping us face the inevitability of death. Death is a universal truth that all humans must confront, and it is often a source of fear and anxiety. However, wisdom teaches us to accept death as a natural part of life and to live in a way that prepares us for it. A wise person does not fear death, but instead, they focus on living a meaningful and virtuous life. They understand that the quality of life is more important than the quantity of years lived. By living with wisdom, we can approach death with a sense of peace and acceptance, knowing that we have lived a life of integrity and purpose. Wisdom is also closely tied to humility. A wise person recognizes that they do not have all the answers, and that there is always more to learn. They are open to new ideas and perspectives, and they are willing to admit when they are wrong. This humility allows them to continue growing and evolving throughout their lives. They do not let their ego get in the way of their growth, but instead, they remain curious and eager to learn. This openness to learning is what keeps them wise, even as they grow older and gain more experience. Wisdom is not a destination, but a journey, and it requires a lifelong commitment to self-improvement and self-reflection. In conclusion, wisdom is the most important virtue because it guides us in every aspect of life. It helps us make better decisions, deal with challenges, build strong relationships, and find meaning and purpose. Wisdom teaches us to live with integrity, humility, and resilience, and to approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness. It is the foundation of a fulfilling and meaningful life, and it is something that we can all strive to develop, no matter our age or circumstances. By cultivating wisdom, we can navigate the complexities of life with grace and confidence, and create a life that is not only successful, but also deeply satisfying and meaningful. So let us all strive to be wise, to learn from our experiences, and to live in a way that brings peace and fulfillment to ourselves and those around us.